If you're over 40 years old and you're just exhausted from your 9 to 5 and you're struggling to make each paycheck last, or you're struggling from paycheck to paycheck, you may want to hang around and watch this. I'm only going to be talking for a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes tops. But this could be the life raft you were looking for. It was for me. My name is Pamela. I live outside the Philadelphia region. I was in corporate America for over 20 years. 17 years I was at my last job, and by the time I left there, I was worn the hell out, and that is no exaggeration. I was purely exhausted. I was burnt out, worn out, stressed out. I was traveling so much. I woke up in hotel rooms sometimes in the morning, and I couldn't remember what town I was in. That's how much traveling I was doing with my job. My husband had been after me to leave that job for a few years, and you know why I didn't? Because of the money, because of the perceived security. But then it got to the point where the money wasn't worth it anymore. The money became a chain around my neck. It became shackles around my feet. And I know that sounds maybe a little over dramatic, but that's the damn truth of the matter. I was afraid to leave because I knew a couple of things. I knew how old I was. I knew starting all over again at the very bottom of another job was not what I wanted to do, because it would be the same BS. Different boss, different person signing my check, different job responsibilities, still the same BS. I'd outgrown that. I knew how capable I was. I knew how hard I have worked my whole damn life for everybody else. You know it too. You know what you give to your employer. You know what you've given to all of your jobs. And you know that if you could find a way to work for yourself, damn, you'd have to be successful. I finally came to that realization last year. I had what I call a come to Jesus moment. I got to show you this. This is kind of cute. My husband recently gave me this because he keeps hearing me talk about the come to Jesus moment. Is that cute or what? A little tiny Jesus there. And I carry him around with me when I do my videos. He's super cute. I'm not very religious or anything, but I finally put in my notice. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in one way, and it was the most liberating thing I've done in another way. I put in my notice last summer. It was May, beginning of May, May 1st. I gave them, my company, a 30-day notice, and they came back to me the next day. One of the main reasons I left was because I was doing extremely well there. I had brought in $8 million by myself to the company in the year 2024. I had been seeking a promotion for quite some time, and it wasn't forthcoming. After I had a record-breaking year, another record-breaking year is what I should say, of $8 million of revenue that I brought into the company by myself in 2024, I thought for sure I was going to finally land that promotion. And I found out that I wasn't going to get it. I found that out in February. No reason was given. I just wasn't going to get it. I finally put in my notice May 1st. Didn't want another job. I wanted my own damn business. I didn't know how to start it. Didn't know what to do. My boss came back to me the next day. You would have thought that they would have said to me, we don't want to lose you, Pamela. We're going to give you the promotion. Or what do you want to stay? Whatever you want, we'll give you. I was the second highest producing rep in the company. No, they didn't ask me that. She came back to me the next day and she said, do you mind giving us a 2-month notice? Because it's going to take a while to replace you. Okay, let's fast forward. I gave a 2 weeks notice, 2 months notice. My last day was June 30th. And then when I was watching YouTube of all things, I saw this woman talking about an online business that she had. That was just a few days later. It was on June the 5th or July 5th. I signed up for that within a few hours. I thought it was a great system to have, and I still have it. You may have seen me talk about it on some of my other YouTube videos. It's called Legacy Builders. I still have that business. I still run it. But there was an inherent problem with that, and that it was a lot of money. That is not a very inexpensive course to take. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's $1,500 if you wanted to buy the best one that they have, the one that was most popular. I wanted, even though I already had that, I wanted to add something else that I could offer to people who are following me, to my subscribers. I have a lot of followers on another platform, and I was searching for that. And I wanted it to be super beginner friendly. I wanted it to have a lot of different opportunity to make money online. And most of all, I wanted it to be affordable for the average person. Most families cannot afford, or most individuals even cannot afford $1,500 for a course. And I found it with Lux. And that is what I'm here to talk about today. You're going to love everything about this. When I was introduced to this, I knew this is what I've been looking for, because I had looked at a lot of different things, because it's not one size that fits all. Legacy is a good program. I talk about it a lot in some of my previous videos, but this can be way better. First of all, the price point is not $1,500. It's under $300, less than $300. It teaches you 6 different ways to make money online. I've learned so much with this. I've learned how to make money online, doing Amazon reviews, user-generated content, letter writing. That's something that I'm not all that into, but some people are. How to write my own books. Oh my God. I wrote this book, and you might be seeing it backwards here, but it's 1,000 Positive Affirmations for Teen Girls. I have it both as an ebook and as a physical book. And I've learned how to do the affiliate part of it. You only need a few hours a day to work this business. And what I recommend, if it's something that you might be interested in, you don't need to leave your 9-to-5 job or your corporate job. Just keep that while you're learning how to do this. You can learn how to do this business. You can start making money in your first 7 days. We have a ton of people in their first 7 days have gotten their first sale. And their first sale is not $20, it's $227. And we've had people to make multiple sales in their first 7 days. So it doesn't take forever to learn how to do the basics. And while you're learning how to do that, and you're making money from that, then you can go back in and you can fill in. But basically, you can do this in a couple hours a day. In the morning, maybe before you head off to work. When you get home at night, after everyone's been fed, the dog's been walked. Now you have your time. Instead of watching TV, instead of scrolling on social media, work on your business. We have people that start off working a 9-to-5 when they start this business. And then within a few months, they're walking away from that because they're making way more money with Lux than they are with anything else. This is what you're going to get. And then I'm going to tell you how you can get the information. We're going to teach you 6 different ways to make money online. Most of them can be done without even showing your face on camera, if that's what you're looking for. 4 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to have live training with the founder. I haven't seen that in any other program, including Legacy Builders. We had live training with the founder there, but it was only 1 day a week for 1 hour. This is 4 days, 4 nights a week. She does live Zoom calls, and you can get on there, and they're mostly for the beginners, but anybody can join. You can get on there. If you have a question about something, you don't know quite how to do it, she will answer you live. If you can't make the calls, they're recorded. And chances are, if you had a question about something, somebody else does too, you'll get to see that. In addition to that, you're going to be part of a community of mostly women. 5,000 women, 5,000 people in the community. I'd say 97% of them are women. There are a few men in there, but they're super supportive. They are willing to share what is working for them, and they're willing to help anyone. I say they, but I'm part of that community, so I am too. Anybody has a question, you go into the community, pop the question in there, you'll have an answer within just a few minutes. What else are you going to get? How about ongoing support? Ongoing support, not only with the meetings, but you're going to have access to another community as well that is founded by 2 millionaires, so that you can surround yourself with people who are walking the walk, talking the talk, encouraging you and showing you how to go beyond your limits. This is something that you really want to see, especially for the price point. The whole entire program is only $267, a far cry from the $1,500 program that I also have. But the value you're going to get, in my opinion, is better than the $1,500 program. That's why I was looking for something else to add. You don't have to show your face on camera if you don't want to. What are others of some of the highlights? It's step by step. Oh, you don't need any tech skills at all. We're going to show you how to do all of that, and you do need no social media following. You do not need to reach out to your family, your friends, neighbors, former co-workers, current co-workers, people that you went to grade school with to see if they want to join your business. This is none of that jazz, none of that. It is not an MLM. This is real. It's a real thing. The founder is a woman. She's 44 years old. She used to be a nurse. Well, first of all, she dropped out of high school. Let's go back there. She dropped out of high school, never finished. Eventually, she started having children. She got married. She got her GED, and she went to nursing school. She was a CNA, then she was an LPN. And let me tell you, she wasn't making any money at that. She was making $15 an hour as an LPN, and she was working the night shift, the one that like you start at, 7 o'clock, and you worked at 7 in the morning, or 6 o'clock, and you worked at 6 in the morning, whatever that is. She was burnt out from it. She was burnt out, and she wasn't making enough money to make ends meet. She was stretching. She couldn't last a whole month on her paycheck with 5 kids. Even with her husband, it wasn't enough money. She wanted to learn to make money online. She bought a course. She ended up buying a course. She paid $600 for the course that she bought. And within 3 months, she had made $100,000. How? She was willing to learn. She was willing to be consistent. She was willing to show up. And she made 6 figures. She made her first $100,000 in the first 90 days, first 3 months. She went on to make multiple 6 figures. Then she decided, damn, I should start my own course, because she had learned way more than what that course had taught her. She thought she could create her own course, sell it for a lot less, offer a lot more value, and people would want it. And guess what? That's what happened. It went live on January 1. I wish I knew about it then. I just found out about it fairly recently. We now have 5,000 members, mostly women, mostly in the US and Canada. All of them is changing their lives. This can change your life if you're willing to do those 3 things. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to be consistent, if you're willing to show up, even when the going gets tough, even when it feels like it's not working, keep on going. You never know, you could be just that one day away. If you want to see what this is about, I want to share it with you. If you go into my profile, you'll see my different links there. I'll have one that's it's for my stand store. It's called The Collect. Oh my gosh. I can't even think of the name of it now. Something The Collective. Oh my God. Isn't that horrible? I might have a brain freeze here. I can't remember. But you go in there, you'll see the link in my profile. And if you click on that, it will take you to open up my stand store. And then you will see something called the sneak peek. It's totally free. Put your information in there, and that will be sent directly to your inbox. You can look at everything that is included in the program. Then, if you want to go ahead and say, damn it all, I am ready to get started with something new, go back to my profile and you'll see another link there will say, I think affiliate or something like that, stands to affiliate. Click on that and you'll see the payment plans. You can pay for it all at once. If you're in the U.S., you can also have a payment plan as little as $0 down. And then your following month, you'll have your first payment of $23. You'll have a total of 12 monthly payments. But meanwhile, you can get started learning and earning before you even made your first payment. Any questions, put them into the comments. I will check on them and make sure to answer them for you. I'm happy to answer any questions. And follow me if you want to get more information about this. I am so gung-ho on this, and I will not rest until every woman that I know of has heard about this and they can change their lives the way I have. Thanks. Talk to you soon.